Welcome to Angel and Fairy Insights. I'm Courtney Long, angel communicator and fairy expert, and today we are working with my very favorite deck, the Magical Messages from the Fairies Oracle Cards by Doreen Virtue. And I'm going to shuffle the cards, and we're calling on God, Source, Spirit, Universe, asking for guidance. What do we need to know for this week? I'm feeling this card and this card. Calling on our angels and fairies. And, ooh, I love this card. First card that comes up for us is express your individuality. Express your individuality. And the first thing that the angels are tuning me into is the beautiful moon on the card. And they're saying, follow your own moon. Follow your own moon. Follow your own inner guiding light and be your authentic self. And the angels are very firmly saying that it's time to put your foot down. It's time to put your foot down and to stop hiding or stop pretending to be anyone other than who you truly are. That your strength is in your authenticity. It's in your honesty, your transparency, and that includes in your personal life and in your professional life. In order to fulfill your divine life purpose and really complete your soul's mission, and the fairies are chiming in saying, in order to have a lot of fun with helping others and fulfilling your divine life purpose, is extremely important that you are your authentic self. And many of us don't even know who our authentic selves are because we've been socially conditioned to think certain ways and to believe certain things about ourselves. And many of those thoughts we have about ourselves are very limited. And what the angels and fairies are suggesting for us is to celebrate. I don't know why, but they're showing me a big colorful beach ball, and they're just tossing that beach ball around, in celebration. And they're showing me the different colors on the beach ball, and it's almost a celebration of diversity and celebration of who you truly are. So they're showing me the heart and the solar plexus, and they're just saying, get really in touch with who you are and let your true colors sparkle and shine. And this might involve showing up really authentically in conversations with others, really sharing your true feelings and expressing your individuality. And if you're being guided to help others in a specific way, like maybe to write a book or create a class or create some kind of movement that is going to really help people and rock this world with goodness, then express your individuality. The wilder, the better. So a lot of us have been shunned for our differences throughout our lives, but now is the time to let those differences shine. So if you have this like crazy idea for something that's going to help other people, go for it. And the angels and fairies are showing these wheels, like wheels on or tires on a car, moving forward. Like, let your crazy ideas come forward, and again, the crazier the better. they're giggling a ton. They're like, ooh, they're all excited about this. And the card actually says, allow your true self to shine because you are awesome. You are awesome. So this is not just about like reflecting on who you are authentically. It's also about being who you are, expressing who you are, and celebrating that. And as we talk about week after week, being in the high vibrations of love and joy and abundance and celebration. And remember that you can do anything with joy, with love, with positivity. It's like you really can accomplish anything. You can fulfill any kind of mission. You can do anything that seems very challenging with a very positive perspective, and with the help of the angels and fairies. The fairies just showed giving us a high five. So like you can do anything if you get a high five from the fairies, which more or less translates to you can do anything with those high vibes and with the support of the angels and the fairies. And the fairies, if this feels good to you, if you're up for inviting this, the fairies are just swirling around us with these rainbow lights right now, and they want to help uplift us and cleanse away anything that has had us feeling heavy or doubtful or down. So if you give permission for that while I'm sharing and talking, just imagine these fairies swirling around you with rainbow lights. And the fairies are very good at uplifting our energy and helping us feel so much lighter. So anything that feels cloudy to you, confusing, heavy, dreadful, just call on the fairies to clear that heaviness away And then they're showing these, they're so playful. They're showing these images of fairies and you kind of sliding down rainbows and playing and having fun in the playground of life. And they're reminding us that this really is a playground, that we often take our lives so seriously, yet it's meant to be fun and joyful as we're learning things, as we're growing and stretching ourselves and expanding. It's meant to be fun. But don't take things too seriously. Remember to smile and laugh, and especially laugh at yourselves. The fairies love laughing at themselves. They're literally showing me this image of a fairy who's laughing so hard at himself. It's a male fairy in this image, that he's like kind of toppling over and falling over because he's just having such a fun time laughing at himself. So let's just laugh for a minute, right? Like, let's take things a little more lightly, or a lot more lightly. Okay, second card. Second card that comes up is, this is exciting, debt paid off. Debt paid off. And for some people, this literally is about financial debt. And some people, it's almost this sense of struggle and letting go of the sense of having to learn through struggle, through strife, having to learn through challenge and drama. And now it's time in this, what we're almost calling like a golden age on planet Earth, or this rainbow light age on planet Earth. It is time for you to get to choose, to have lots of choice of how you handle situations and how you show up, how you perceive things, and that it's time to learn through lightness and in a more feminine way, through joy and play and pleasure and relaxation and lots of love. So this whole old energy of the past, of debt and struggle and heaviness, it's not necessary anymore. And this could, like I said, it could be financial debt for many people. And what the angels and fairies are saying about this is to approach that debt with lightness, and to approach the energy, and how can I lighten this energy? How can I pay off this debt in a very easy way, in a very joyful way, and to send lots of light to any debt you have. So again, if this is financial debt, credit card debt, if it's debt of like you feel like you owe something to someone, or you feel like you've harmed someone, nothing to do with money, but just a sense of, oh, maybe you want forgiveness from someone, or you've hurt yourself, right? And so how can you just lighten up all that energy? And they just keep showing me circular energy. How can you transform it through lightness and through a sense of joy and empowerment? The card says, the old weight and habit of debt is lifted from you and your life. And they're showing me an image of moving through life like you're walking through mud, almost a sense of struggle, or flying like a fairy. And it's your choice. Which one are you going to move through? How are you going to move through life? And they're going, joy, joy, choose the joy, joy. And yeah, the fairies are like taking over the reading today. The angels are still present, but the fairies are very, very vocal. Okay, so I would love to hear from you. What comes to you when I'm sharing this message about debt paid off? Is that for you maybe like having more financial abundance flowing and flourishing in your life? Is it about living lighter or clearing things as they come rather than procrastinating or waiting? And then going back to the theme that we often have of life purpose, these two messages really are giving us like a jump start this week, or a launching pad this week of express your individuality. How can you truly show up as your authentic self and give birth to your crazy ideas, your wild, wacky ideas? How can you do that? And how can you flourish in your life purpose as your authentic self? And how can you truly make the impact that you are meant to make? And the angels and fairies are definitely saying the time is of the essence. We don't have to wait until conditions feel perfect, because conditions are perfect now. If you have an idea that will help others or will be really fun for you, it could be like an art project or a craft project, or it could be like creating a whole school or a new wave of a new movement of some sort. Take action on this idea and start talking to others about it, generate excitement about it, and give birth to that. So I feel like there's a lot of people watching that have a book inside of them that really wants to come forward. That book has its own energy, its own life force and vitality, and it wants to come out into the world. So we just had Mother's Day, right? In the sense of the beautiful mothers giving birth, and I hope you all had a great Mother's Day, giving birth. What are you being guided to give birth to? A beautiful creative project, and just don't hide it is what they're saying. Don't hide this precious gem that could be of assistance to others. And there's people out there just waiting for your messages and your help, and the help that this creative project is going to bring them, whether it's a book or a craft project or whatever it is. And then the second message of debt paid off. This is about calling in financial abundance, calling in abundance of all sorts, and those high vibes of love and joy and abundance and prosperity to guide you through fulfilling your divine life purpose, and to really see the big picture of your purpose. So last week we actually talked about strategy and creating a strategic plan for the next maybe 3 months or the next year in all areas of your life. Life purpose, career, finances, health, relationships, self-care, all of these kinds of things. And if you didn't get a chance to create that strategic plan, I highly recommend checking out last week's video and watching it again, and taking some time this week to create a strategic plan. And this week, the Angels and Fairies are talking about having a bigger picture perspective of what's going on in your life and your life purpose. Where are you heading? If you are, on this mission to make the world a better place, and here you are, you feel like you've got gifts to share, which you do, you've got beautiful gifts to share, and just start reflecting on what is the impact you want to make before you leave this planet. And this is no message of doom and gloom. This is a message of brightness and joy. But what impact do you want to make? And get started on that today. Don't wait. And for some reason, they're showing me images of boxes of belongings boxed up in these brown boxes, and how sometimes, like when we move, we might have a couple of boxes that still need to be unpacked. And they're like, don't delay on unpacking those boxes. Unpack your dreams and give birth to them today. I'd love to hear from you what this message means to you, and what action you're going to take this week toward your purpose, toward your beautiful dreams. And if you want to share anything really wild and wacky, any ideas you have about your creative projects, I would love to hear that as well. And you can check out a beautiful free gift on my website. My website is CourtneyLongAngels.com. Go ahead and check that out, and there's a beautiful guided meditation free gift for you there. And the Angels and Fairies, they're just so sassy. They're like, be yourself, be yourself. Be yourself, shine brightly, and remember that you are a bright light. Nothing can harm light. So many of us carry around hesitations of being our true self, worries about being rejected or, not accepted if we are really our wild and wacky selves, or if we really bring forward our crazy creative ideas and projects. And the Angels and Fairies are saying, you are light. Nothing can harm light. All light can do is expand. It can expand or it can dim. Are you dimming your light? Or are you expanding your light? Are you allowing your spirit to soar and to shine and to grow and to blossom? So be who you truly are, because you are absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I am so grateful for you and to you for the bright light that you are. Thank you for being who you are. Please keep shining, because this world needs you and your love, and you have many gifts to share and beautiful messages that will really truly help people. So call on the fairies for help believing in yourself. I hope you have a super joyful, beautiful week. I'm sending you tons and tons of love, and I'll be on Facebook Live again next Monday morning at 9:30 Pacific Arizona time. And you can submit questions ahead of time on my Facebook page, which if you go to Facebook, then go to Courtney Long Angels. I'm sending you tons and tons of love. I hope you have a fantastic week. Thank you for being here. Mwah! I'll talk to you soon.